Exactly. Good morning. So, learning to sit on a hammock, which is like exactly my original title for this. It was perfect. Okay. All right. Are you actually recording or no? Let's find out. Close other applications. Da da. Oh my god, my life is comedy. It's fucking awesome. Good morning. So I really started out with very serious thoughts when I sat down today. My uterus is happily singing the song of its people, which I thoroughly enjoy personally. I'm very embracing of that particular experience. One, because I'm not interested in having another child at this moment. And secondly, because I find it personally as an experience for myself, it is a really powerful time of introspection and body, and I really value that time. The joys of mainly a lifetime of self-employment make that a lot easier because I'm able to orient my life around where I'm at and what my body needs and change my activities according to where I am in my cycle. There's some fascinating work about this, and I don't have my notes on that, but we should touch on this, put a pin in it and touch on it another time. So I've had some really interesting experiences lately. One of the things, for instance, about my period for myself is I got my period when I was 11. That's not unusual now, but in my generation it actually was fairly unusual. It was quite young. Most of my friends, it wasn't for another couple of years after me. So that was a bit of a unique experience. And for myself, it's very directly related to my own experience in the tradition and the inheritance of my family. Had recent understandings, had some very powerful sacred experiences here in Contanaroo and in the other place where I was in the mountains. I posted a picture of it recently. And the revelations and understandings that have unfolded as a direct result of being held in sacred space have been really incredible for me. Very powerful and grounding for me in so many ways. One of the revelations that I've had of this, which was very interesting. So for a long time, I think I've mentioned before, for my, the family tradition I come from was literally an offering. The way it was described to me originally was that one woman in every generation of my family is an offering to the divine, and it's her job to serve the community in capacity of seer and healer, and serve the needs of the community and help people heal themselves, help people maintain their relationship with the living plant world, with the Davic and fairy energies, and therefore know themselves as cells in the body of the planet, as divine capacitors, as energetic co-creators, and the relationship with this is the relationship with you beautiful beings. Mwah. Anyway, so, which was super awesome and badass, and I love it, and really am truly blessed. I know, it sounds very exotic, and it is. But what is most exotic about it is that my family was able to keep that promise. Right? There's only one person. Oh, that's awesome, Kelly. That's so beautiful. Good morning. How lovely. How is the experience of walking the border of your land? I love that, right? Gentle boundaries, my friend. Gentle boundaries. It's like, I love that. Yes, so there's, so for myself, I think like a lot of us, sometimes huge changes happen just all at once. For myself, when my great aunt passed away, because the generation in between us, she did not participate in the family tradition. She was like, nope, not my thing, not my responsibility. She went a very, very different direction. So when my aunt died, when I was 11, I literally had this arrival of 5,700 years of really powerful, loud, opinionated, ancestral, badass bitches. Amazing company for anyone, to be honest. And interestingly enough, I went through the entire course of puberty in 2 months. So in 2 months, I went from child to full-blown woman. I never had that in-between teenager body that a lot of no, it is not a two-dimensional experience. It is not a three-dimensional, even fourth or fifth dimensional experience. How many dimensions are there? I don't know. My son, when he was little, used to draw the structure of universes quite a bit. Structure of molecules and the structure of universes, or the structure of the basic strings and not molecules, but the things that make up atoms and the things that make up electrons and things that, and he used to say like 11 dimensions. 11 dimensions was what he would draw to in his universes. This is when he was like, 3 years old. When kids have that, kids stand in that doorway still where there's, half of them, they're still growing, they're still manifesting into this place. They have this understanding and this foot in the other universe. It's pretty fucking awesome. All right, so yes, there's the ability to pivot. Sometimes directly, trying to sit down in the hammock. It's very pivoty, but that's what butts are for. They catch you when you land. Thank goodness I have one of those. And so, so yes. So, in life, like, these moments come in life sometimes, and they're more impactful than we understand, than we think they are. And our ability to laugh and ride them out and pivot with what is happening is so much. And a lot of it depends, sure, there's a lot of factors that, affect our ability to be flexible in the moment. But ultimately, it does come down to choice. Ultimately, it comes down to the ability to laugh and be willing to engage in what is happening, to engage with the miracles, to engage with the opportunities, the conversation, what comes up. And so, let's just all of us be thankful for our inheritances, and at the same time realize that when things are put in trust in our hands, they now belong to us. There are aspects of my family tradition which I have held on very tightly to, which I now get the information that this is all changing. I don't need to hold on the same way. Everything is transforming, and I just need to keep dancing. I need to keep pivoting to the rhythm that life gives me. The same way that when my body is having a really intense experience, and the universe singing the song of its people, that sometimes I just have to listen and go and lie down or put on some amazing cheesy movie that's gonna lift my mood, or or do nothing. You need the ability to pivot with humor and acceptance. We're like, really, when it comes down to it, it is only fucking life. It's not so serious. Oh, I missed a party. Yeah. Newsflash. There's always another party. FOMO. There's always another gathering. There is always another opportunity. Yes, people leave bodies, and that's a real fucking thing. I know a lot of us have come across that. And yes, there is not always the opportunity to celebrate with the same people in the same way in the same body, but this is the moment reality of life. And there's no FOMO, because us being in the experience would have created a different experience than what actually existed. There is only the actual of what we engage in, of what we create and what we play. There is no missed opportunity. Flying without wings is called falling. So, You don't see parent birds being like, all right, newborn chick, you get out there and fly right now before you have feathers. Like, no. If you're not there with the capacity to engage, you're allowed to let your wings grow. You're allowed to let your feathers come in. All right, so here's to a day of adapting, keeping a sense of humor, being thankful we have butts to catch us when we fall, and let's just take a moment and celebrate I like to celebrate Kelly Bird's sharing with us that she has been walking the border of her land and having some really amazing experiences. And I'm going to look forward to having some miraculous experiences. And so I'd love to open the forum we'll have to have a group discussion and see if anyone else is in integrating this practice in their way, and I'd love to talk with Kelly about what her experiences have been. I love you. It's another beautiful fucking day. Wax your surfboards with humor. Wax your surfboards with willingness to pivot and adjust to what life is going on. Whoa, nice. Exactly. My husband was Cherokee too. So yes, that's exactly the Cherokee traditions and understandings of even their freaking, oh my gosh, the ancestral spirits that used to tease us when he was there. Oh my God, they were hilarious. I love when ancestral spirits make fart jokes. That's just my kind of jam. That's amazing, Kelly. Okay, I really want to have a deeper discussion with this and hear from your voice words that we can share. So we'll find a forum and a way to do that. And yes, keep laughing. Wax your surfboards with humor. You're all freaking beautiful. Go be amazing. And this has been Lauren Rowan for Surfing Vuzuvaya Moment. Mwah. Yes, thank you. I'm going to end the video. Okay, love.